Hi, I'm Joseph.
And I'm Bethany.
So we need to do the thing about love again there, because that's really short. And the thing about love is,
People are different.
people are very.
If everything was just apples, like me, we wouldn't have any differences. We wouldn't have any problems.
What is the difference between the apple and the orange? Which one is the different one?
Both.
Which one is the correct one? Neither.
Neither. Unless you're the apple, then you probably think the apple's the correct one. Or if you're the orange, you probably think the orange is the correct one.
Well, what are you, an apple or an orange?
Today I'm an apple.
You're an apple.
Tomorrow I'll probably be an orange. I don't know.
You blush more than me?
No, it's probably because I was eating caramel earlier and I wanted apple to go with it.
I'm trying to be philosophical. That is another difference between us.
Yes.
Yes.
Yes, I am not philosophical. I'm thinking food. Something to keep in mind when you're going through differences with a partner is it is not all them. If you are the apple and they are the orange, you are both different, right? So there's going to be key features in that difference that y'all are dealing with, and some of that is you.
Although we kind of live in a culture that prizes this idea of individualism and uniqueness, which is nice to a certain extent. We try to praise people for how individual they are, but then on the other hand, it always leaves us feeling a little bit lonely, like we're misunderstood and that other person is not like us, which can create a divide between you. So what do you do when you're in a relationship with somebody and it seems like the differences are irreconcilable? And according to the CDFA, 43% of marriages are terminated due to what's called basic, not differences, what was the word? Incompatibility. Okay. 43% of marriages are terminated due to what's called basic incompatibility.
Basically is they have differences and they can't figure out what to do with them.
Basic incompatibility feels like a realization you just came to, like, the two things didn't fit together or something like that.
Yeah.
All right, so I have an article for this, but we got to get rid of the fruit. Right. Let's see if this works. If this is too loud, then we can just...
We're not going to know if it's too.
So I looked up an article, right? Experts say these are 20 incompatibility things that could injure a relationship. So I want you to listen to them, and if you think that we are different in that area, ring the bell for me, right?
This could be fun.
Yes.
Okay.
Have different ideas about money.
Sometimes.
This is going to take all day.
This is going to take all
So ring
day.
or no ring?
I
I mean, just
think sometimes.
just differences. Do we? Okay. Different sense of humor. Different schedules.
Yeah, you're a night owl.
That's a terrible ring. There we go. Different definitions of relaxation.
Yes. Yes.
Mismatched sex drives.
Probably, yeah. Yeah.
Okay. Different self-care habits.
Yes, but we're working on it. We're working on it.
Different outlooks on life. Whatever that means.
What does that mean?
I don't know. Different. Why? I don't know. Just ring whether you think.
I don't know. I'm going to say probably
I'll send you the link.
not. Okay, we'll have to look it up because I don't know about that one.
Different types of intelligence. So in other words, your brains work differently.
Well, yeah, our brains work differently. Okay. Whose brains don't work differently?
Different levels of emotional intelligence.
Yes, depending on the day.
Different ways of expressing yourself.
Yeah, because you do.
Yes, thank you.
And
Please
I
ring the
don't.
bell. Different argument styles.
Yes.
What is your argument style?
To not run away.
Different political views.
I don't think so.
Do you have political views? Different alone time requirements.
Yes. Yes.
Different internal clocks. Yes. Okay. Different religious views.
Sometimes. I think it's changed over the years, so I'm going to say yes because throughout our marriage it's changed for both of us.
Okay. Different texting styles.
Yeah, you text novels.
Hey.
I text short responses, then I feel really bad because yours is so much more eloquent.
But I punctuate mine.
Yes, and I put LOL a lot.
Different family goals.
I don't think so. Yeah, I think we're pretty.
Hey, we got one.
We got one.
Yay.
Look at
Okay.
that. That's one out of how many so far?
20. Well, that was number 17. So.
Oh gosh.
Okay, this one was a weird one to me. It is identical personalities, which is a really bizarre thing to put on a list of differences. If your personalities were too identical, it could be really problematic.
Oh.
But I don't know that I feel like we have that problem.
It's not a problem. No.
But what a weird thing to have on a list of differences. You're too identical. That's a difference.
Too much the same. So it's
Yeah, I didn't write this article. Okay. One partner is true to their self, I'm quoting, and the other partner is not.
I don't know what to say about that one because you are a very driven person. So
That doesn't mean you're not true to your dreams.
True.
I don't know.
My dreams change all
That
the
is a
time,
weird one. I
so
don't know how to
that's-
answer that.
Yeah, okay.
Different love languages.
Yes, but honestly, I was trying to figure out, I don't remember what yours is.
Then you probably
But
don't speak
I
it.
didn't even know what mine was. So.
Whoever you are in a relationship with, they're different. They're probably in a lot of significant ways. I mean, out of those 20 things on that list, probably 18 of them you rang the bell on.
Yeah, at least 17. Some we didn't understand or was weird.
But those differences do present challenges. I mean, just the simple stuff like your internal clock. That's been a challenge for us over the years because you like to sleep more than I do and you go to sleep earlier than I do, and I really didn't know what to do with that for a long time.
And I just like sleep. So like I feel like you're a night owl, but you also wake up in the morning and I just want to sleep.
What we want to say a difference is something very contextual, which means there isn't any such thing as a difference unless you have more than one person. You might feel intimidated by it because you don't understand it and it's not a preference that you have. But I think one of the key ways of addressing a difference is to look for the advantages in the difference that person has from you. I mean, I think for us, it's been a huge advantage that we are not alike.
Like you mentioned, you're more philosophical and you think in your head a lot, and I'm more practical. And sometimes being more practical is very useful because bills get paid and meals get on the table and stuff like that. But the philosophical stuff is what makes us who we are. If it was all just me and being practical and, you know, we're going to eat the apple because we need to eat and we don't deal with who we are philosophically, I think that would make for a very sad existence.
I feel like there's some sort of Adam and Eve metaphor going on here. We're not all hammers, which is good because the world isn't just full of all nails. So we need people with different skill sets, different ways of processing and thinking, different types of expression, different love languages.
It would be great when you're talking with your partner to talk about the advantages and how they're going to help the relationship, but also acknowledge, you know, I see this in you. It sounds like you're really good at feelings and emotions. That is him, totally. He's very good at it. And it really helps our relationship that he is. I, on the other hand, am not great at it. And it can be a disadvantage. And I fully realize that.
But you are very resilient and you're not as susceptible to being struck down by depression and just feeling under the weather as I am. So it's a big advantage to you that sometimes when you go through hardship, you're very good at being strong through it. That's an advantage.
Yeah.
Yay.
Sometimes it doesn't feel like an advantage.
You just reframed your advantage
As a
and
disadvantage.
criticized yourself.
I did.
The difference isn't really an action they're taking, it's just a disposition or a personality trait. So a negative action that might result from that difference, that's a different thing that you can address than the actual difference in the person. So when you're dealing with those differences between your partner, make it a conscious decision to look for what the advantages of their differences are instead of constantly feeling like their differences are a liability to you. Yeah, the language that you use when talking about the differences makes a big difference. I didn't mean to do that, but I didn't know what else to say at the end of that sentence. No, where are you going?
Cough drop. I'm sorry. I'll hurry.